All right, welcome everybody. We're going to be picking up with Old World here. I did stream this game last week. I didn't really like how the opening played out. It had been a long time since I played this game, like years. And I felt like I kind of botched the opening by going a little too light on military and just felt like really far behind in terms of like game pace. So I was like, let's just try this again. I didn't love this. Oh, and I also wanted to play on a smaller map. The map that I had was, it was a standard size map, but it felt gigantic to me. Maybe I've just gotten used to playing on smaller maps, so we'll do smaller size. And I am going to make one other change. I was playing as Persia last time. I'm going to switch it over to Babylon this time. I think that this fits a little bit better with the playstyle that I'm going for. Yeah, farmers gambiting too hard. What? Me? Farmers gambiting too hard? That never happens. So let's go ahead and cover Babylon's. Persia's thing was all about orders, but also faster training of ranged units and faster harvesting, or more production from harvesting. Babylon's big thing is Babylon's the science civ or nation. I don't know what they're called in what's this in Old World. They get additional science, basically. All cities gain additional beaker, and they also gain 20% growth. They also gain two culture per turn with a treasury. So we do actually want to emphasize the treasuries early on in the setup. Their leader also has stats that give you extra science at the beginning of the game, so we will get more science from that. In terms of text, we start with trapping, so we'll start with a slinger unit, and we can build camps at the start of the game. We also have administration, which lets us build those treasuries. Again, you generally don't want to run a lot of projects in the early game, but it is worthwhile to build that treasury so we can get the extra culture coming in. And then we also start with rhetoric, which lets us build forum projects. But again, you don't really want to do projects at the start of the game. One nice thing it does let us do, though, is it does let us unlock two laws. I particularly like the exploration law. It lets you move much faster on neutral rivers, and the scouts can go in the water, too. Yeah, there's really no Farmer's Gambit in Old World because you need military to clear campsites. The unique unit for Babylon is an archer. They have Akkadian and then Sumerian archers. Again, the thing, all the unique units in Old World require you to not only have the tech for them, but you also have to have a certain culture threshold. This requires developing culture and a stronghold. And then this one requires strong culture and a citadel. And of course, you don't start with... You can get the culture from the start of the game, but you need to unlock the stronghold and the citadel. We also, for our shrines, every nation gets 4 different shrines to pick. We can pick this one, which gives us another beaker per turn. This one gives more growth. This one gives more culture. And this one gives civics. All of these are potentially useful. None of these are like bad. They're all potentially pretty useful. And then for our families, we have a military family. This is hunters. I definitely want to get one of my early families as hunters because I really would like I really need to dedicate one city that just pumps out units. And training is the stat that does that. It's the little shield. Training is what produces military units. I really need to specialize a city that does that. Apparently archers with splash damage, is that true? Oh, it starts with splash 1. Wow, I've never made it deep enough. I don't recall ever making it deep enough in the game to play a lot with these units. They seem, that's 8 attack and splashing. That sounds quite good overall. It's a pretty late game unit. But anyway, we definitely want to set up, that was my biggest thing in the last game. I didn't set up a city just to pumping out military units. So we're going to try to do that this time. So I'm definitely going to use this family. This one is additional culture, and this one gives you a worker when you found the city seat. I'm probably going to make my capital this one, because starting the game with 2 workers instead of 1 is a pretty big advantage. Also, less time to build urban improvements is nice, too. This one is extra gold, or is it gold? Is that what the money is called? It's called money. Extra money per specialist, and extra value on nets. New worker units start with survey. What is surveyor? Can add multiple roads per year. This is probably the family I'm going to skip. I don't think this family is as necessary. And then this one is the one that this is sages that give extra civics and extra extra beakers per turn. And then you also get, what is this, a free archive. That's nice. That's an extra beaker per turn. And on seat found and acquire random technology. So sages is nice, a very nice economic family. We're probably going to do artisans first for the free worker, and then hunters, and then sages, probably. And our leader archetype is scholar, which means that we we generate more beakers, basically. All right. So preset leader, we have it set to noble difficulty. You can see how many difficulties there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 6th out of 9. Apparently the strong is with the level the AI plays on, so we're going one above that. If I play more of the game, I probably can do better. We are setting it to a small map. Where's the map size? I also decided, instead of doing each turn as a year, let's try this, each turn as a season. This means the leaders will last longer. But I kind of don't really care that much about the family dynamics, so let's just make the years last longer by putting this each turn as a season. That means four turns to a year now, which means the leaders are going to last a long time. But that's what I want. I don't want to fool with the family dynamics. I don't really care about that. And we have no events on. That's like the big thing that Soren Johnson suggested, is he said you can go ahead and turn those off. Let's see, where is the map size? Oh, here it is. It's on small. I actually like the map. The Bay map was fine. I didn't have any issues with the map type. So here we go. Medium is 5,476 tiles, 74 by 74. This one cuts the size by about 25%. So, I mean, you can go all the way up to huge, which is 8,000 tiles, which is absurd. I don't want to go all the way down to a dual size. That feels probably too small. So we'll go with this. Yeah, there's so many options you can have to set up the game. And I'm fine with all the other default options here. You can really fiddle with these. Balance starting resources. No, that's fine. Extra mountains, extra water. No fog of war. Okay. I think everything else is fine. You can see all of the options here. Random tech tree is kind of interesting, but I don't think we need that. You can do randomize the families. No starting techs if you want. Anyway. I think we're good. Let's go ahead and get started. Yeah, this is Soren Johnson's game, the lead designer of Civ 4. I mentioned this when I did the stream last week. I worked on this, well, not worked on, I didn't get paid, but I did run a bunch of tests for this game before it came out, because Soren had asked some of us if we could give some feedback, and I played, I think, 15 or 16 games before Old World came out. That was back when it was called 10 Crowns, was the original title for this game. So as I said, I have played a lot of this game, just not recently. Alrighty, what resources do we have here? What's the hotkey to turn on? Shift M. There we go. It's helpful for me to see what the heck's going on. All right, well, we have game. Doesn't that require a camp? And this is a camp one too. We start with a camp resource. So this is probably the best. I mean, if we go over here, we get the fish and the pearls, but we can't use them early in the game. Yeah, I think this is the best spot right here. Elephants, camels, goats, game. I think that's the best spot to plant on. Yeah. I'm fine with this spot right here. Consider hunters here. I know that they get extra benefit. Well, let's see. So here's the hunters. They get 100% additional output from camps. Are these all camp resources? Like, do these all get connected with camps? It's got 2 camp resources. Camels and game are. Okay. I still feel like I just want the extra worker here. I still feel like I want the extra worker here, personally. Goats are pasture. Ah, okay. Camels and game are. But the elephants... Oh, so it's 3 resources? Okay. I mean, that is pretty nice. So this would give me... So instead of half an order, I'd get 1 order. Instead of half an order, I'd get 1 order. And I would get 20 food for growth. I mean, that's pretty... That is pretty good. I'm not going to lie. You're probably right. It is really hard to turn this down because there's so many camp units here. I wasn't going to go for this, but I feel like I probably should. No, I mean... But I'm really not going to get a better spot for this, am I? What does the unlock hunt do, anyway? Unlocks hunt project? What is a hunt project? I actually don't know what that does. But worker is the tempo move. Yeah. I'm going to go with my original instinct. I don't think that that's wrong. That would have been maybe we'll find another... Oh, look, down here, this spot has the sheep. And we can just put our, we can just, this is a camp resource, right? Sheep. Or is it pasture? No, wait, these are both pasture resources. No, these are both pasture resources. Never mind. Oh, well. How about up here? Sorghum, that's not a pasture resource either. Oh, well. We'll figure it out. Okay, well, we have 2 workers. So this one, okay, we can't hook that up. We can hook the game up, though. So let's go do that. Oh, where is it? Camp, right? Camp. Here we go. And then, where's our other worker? We have, do we have enough orders left? So, wait, I am on, yeah, I'm on the worker here. Okay. It's an odd path to take, but okay. Interesting path to go there. And these are both the same, right? They both provide an order. Okay, that's not bad. Water tiles are cheaper. Ah, okay. Oh, can we connect this too? Do we have the, like, do we need a tech to connect this? Hold on. Oh, I didn't realize you didn't need a tech to do that. Yeah, we want the growth. The early growth is good because you build settlers with growth. And we'll get some from both of those. Okay. Now, we want to assign a governor, too. So let's go inside the city. Can we assign the governor? Do we have enough orders for that? Let's see. Okay, so we could pick the queen consort, who would give us... what, civics? I mean, we do want civics, but not, this one would give us additional money. -1 season to build improvements is pretty interesting. I think it's still the leader, though. The 2.4 growth is going to be really nice. Because we do need to train settlers and workers out of here. So yeah, I think that's probably right. And I mean, we're getting an extra, and we even get a little extra money as well. But the main thing is the growth here. I think that's right. Okay. All right, so we start with a settler half done. I never quite understood that, but yeah, this city sucks at training units, so we're not going to do that. We won't be doing that here, but we'll be doing. We can definitely get workers and so on out of here. And that actually eats up all of our orders for the first turn. All right, so what are our options here? Ironworking, stone cutting. I will need stone. So this lets me build the shrines. The problem is I can't really build the shrines until I have some stone income coming in. Let's look at the tech tree and see what our options are. I think it might be ironworking just because I'm going to need the ability to train warriors. And then that also potentially unlocks this, which wouldn't be bad either. I can already train... It's true. I can train slingers, but don't slingers cost stone? Don't they cost stone to build? Yeah, they cost 50 stone. I'm always a little hesitant to train slingers because like early in the game, there's no other demands on iron. Right, warriors cost iron. I know they cost iron. But in the early game, there's not a lot of demand on iron outside of training military units, whereas there's like a lot of stuff that eats up stone. So... we could just go for stone cutting, though. Because that would let us quarry. And do we have a... we don't really have good terrain for stone cutting, though. Like, you want to put it next to mountains, and we don't really have that. So I'm not sure that it's stone cutting to start the game, because we don't really have a good spot, as I said, to quarry. Oh, we can connect these two? I'll go connect the nets then. Oh, that's going to give us more culture. Nice. I didn't even realize these were going to be in range. So if we went up here, though, this city site, we could always put this city site here, although I don't know that that's close. It's mostly forest tiles. Problem is we don't really know what, like, we don't really know what we're going to have yet. Filters. Can we just filter on the family? All characters, notable characters. Chancellor, ambassador, agents, generals, eligible governors, court members. Okay, whatever. It's a tough core. It's a sign of a good game is it's hard to think about. I don't think it's divination. It's either ironworking or stone cutting. We'll do stone cutting. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have a great place to do stone. Well, maybe this city. Maybe we can go to this city site and we can quarry some stone over here. I'll send the scout. I don't have any orders this turn, but I'll send the scout in this direction. And we also need to get... oh, we also need to get the pastures, right? Does that lead us to... oh, but part of the reason with ironworking is it leads to husbandry. And we really want this because we have multiple stuff that's going to unlock pastures. Like, man, that's a hard choice. Because I want to be able to connect this, and then here I have cows, and then I have sheep here. A lot of decisions to make on the first turn, right? Pastures seem pretty good. Yeah. All right, we'll go back to this. Iron plus husbandry seems to play. Okay. That's why I was thinking about it. Okay. Well, now we'll finally be able to start moving around on the map. All right. Religions. Oh, that's right. One of the religions is also if you have... Isn't one of the religions if you have two like ranchers or something? I believe that's one of the conditions to unlock a religion. And that would synergize with getting pastures done too. Anyway, let's start moving out. Looks like we're on the northwest side of the bay. Okay. Oh, well, this seems like a dead end over here. All right, Slinger, you can head in the other direction. Nope, I wasn't trying to get the city. Although it does look like this is pretty sheltered over here from like potential aggression, so that's nice. Yeah, more pastures over here too. Problem is I kind of want a spot that has good production for my second location. I mean, like there's one hill tile here that can be mined. That's true. Over here, it could easily reach the mountains in time. So that's not a bad spot to go. All right, anyway, well, let's see what's over here. Where's our Slinger? Oh, the Slinger can't travel on water yet. Or it can only travel on our border. What the heck? Let's go to the goodie hut. Food, that's not a great pop because we already had food and we're going to get more food. But we can see what's out here. Basically, I'm trying to figure out if I want to send the first settler to this city site or this city site. I'm leaning towards this one down here. Can always sell it, that's true. I don't want religion. What is this? These are the other countries. That's what we're building. And then where's the family opinion again? Okay, this family is the only one out there right now. They want gems and dyes. Anyway. Those workers are going to be done next turn. Is there a path through here? Okay. What is that? Oh, there's dyes. That's what they want. Pearls and dyes. Is that what that family wants? They want gems and dyes. Interesting, the dyes are in the water over there. Okay, well this... It looks like this is an absolute dead end aside from the water, so... I don't mind... Well, so here's the thing. If I build my military city down here, I kind of want this next city to be like a military pumping city. But the problem is if it's down here, like it's going to take them forever to move anywhere, right? So it might be better to move them. Let's see. That scout's going to be able to move. Oh, let's go see what we can find over by this city site. They'll move super fast through the water. Okay. Okay, then I guess that's all right. Because they'll move through the water. Okay, I guess they can move through the water. It is kind of weird. We have one more order left, but it's like we'd have to force march for it, and that's not worthwhile. That's our inheritance screen. Victory conditions. This is the law screen. So yeah, we can adopt... like we can adopt this, but we need the 400 civics. We're not close to that right now. We might be able to, by the time we have it, it might be better to build something else. All right, so our workers are done. Let's get these orders, right? Because we can connect this one, right? We can't connect this. That requires husbandry. Because like I can get an extra order per turn if both of these... If we improve both of these. Now it's going to eat up all my orders this turn, but that's fine. You go here. Build the camp. So now, by the way, we have increased growth in the capital, right? Now we're up to 19 growth per turn. That's pretty nice. I'll probably just do another settler as soon as I'm done here. All right. And then you go up here. And then build the camp. Using up a lot of our wood to do this, of course, but we can always chop for that. And we have one order left. Okay, well, I think I want to see more of what's over here. All right, well, this seems to be buried. Yeah, this spot does not look as good. This spot looks better for a city, I have to say. Yeah, we have units, but we're out of orders here. Might want to chop on the way. Quite possibly, yes, because we're going to need more lumber. All right. Now old enough to be tutored. How old is she? She's 10. Oh, she has 4 wisdom. Nice. Now that's good. Anyway. Okay. So yeah, I think we go... And I think it's this spot here. Because we'll be able to expend our borders over there to the west in time. I mean, it's not further... Like, it's not over here. Then we just pick up water tiles. That's silly. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's this spot here. And we will force march so we can get there this turn. All right. So again, the question was, which family seat do we found here? Mines and lumber mills. Oh, we already have this family founded. I think it's I think it's these guys, right? Unfortunately, the camp thing is going to be wasted because we don't have any camps here. But I don't see any camps that are at this other city site up here either. I don't see anything up there that would be better anyway. Your leader can tutor as a scholar. This third spot looks very fun when you have lumber mills. Yeah, it would be a good lumber mill spot for sure. All right, I guess we'll try this. And since you are good at training, I do need more military. Well, actually, how close are we to discovering our next tech? We are 1 turn away. All right, I will have you. You can do this. For right now. I have no opinion on downloadable content. Maybe others have some. Oh, we can assign one of these people as your governor. I mean, these were both pretty much the same, right? It seems good. Do we have any orders left? We have no orders left. Okay. Well, this will get us some more civics coming in. It'll make it easier to adopt laws down the road. But, alright, I guess we'll do the slinger. We can always do a warrior after that. We do get an extra promotion on that unit. Okay, well, we're out of orders, so we can't do anything else this turn. We will need to get a worker for down here, too. But I think Babylon just builds another settler, because we can do it in 4 turns. We'll just run up there to this spot. Yeah, worth not moving a scout in order to increase your stats. Alright, so... Fortunately, our legitimacy will keep going up over time. Offset some of that family unhappiness. Alright, ironworking. What is our ambition? I think, let's see, well, which one of these families do we want to keep happy? 5 specialists, it feels like it takes longer. I think we can get the 5 military units much faster. Of course, that'll make the hunters happier. They're already pretty happy. Consider the XP. I don't know what XP means. What, on like the characters? I thought you mean like on the leaders? The XP from not taking an ambition. What does that do? Consider the XP from not taking... I don't even understand what that means. Why would I not take an ambition here? So like, what are these people unhappy about? Why are these guys so happy? Oh, because we picked one of their people as a governor. I think I just want the 5 military units. It's way easier. Okay. I think this one's a lot easier to do, personally. So I'm going to take that one. Alright, so this is 1 turn where we're mostly moving military units. Alright, well, our scout wants to get up here. Obviously, the scout is much better at exploring this stuff. Okay, fields of lavender. Now I need you to come find like the next. Okay, oh, we get a chance to name the forest. I'll give you guys a chance in chat a chance to name the forest. And it does not appear that we. Oh, we do have husbandry as an option. We'll take that as our next tech. Anyone want to name what the forest is? We're not going to go with Ordessa Forest. We can come up with something more interesting than that. The Mirkwood. You were first, Shalafat. The Mirkwood. We have husbandry as an option. That's what we wanted. Now, labor force is not terrible either, because like that law, the like freedom is a pretty good law overall, and what's revelation? A theology. Oh, okay, that's a theology. Well, we need a religion before we can do that. Military drill, I don't think we need yet. Metaphysics. Hold on, we'll just look at the tech tree. It's easier to do this. All right, so metaphysics is down here. That would unlock convert to state religion. And that unlocks the archive. Yeah, we don't need this is too early in the game. We don't need this just yet. It's definitely the husbandry. It's not that labor force is bad, but we want to unlock those pastures for sure. How do I get out of this screen? There we go. Yeah, husbandry definitely seems like the right play here. Okay, what units have we not moved yet? You. Exploring in the... Alright, well, we're not going there. It looks like there's another city site over here. Maybe that's just Fog of War. That's all we can do this turn. So that settler's going to run up here, and we should be able to get a city down before the barbarians take it over. Because they will take over all those city spots in time. Okay, so we finished that. We have an extra order each turn now. And now we need to connect. I mean, we might as well connect these, right? We can connect these, can't we? So you can toss down the nets now. I was going to say we're out of lumber, but we actually do have lumber because we got some when we picked up that family seat. This will give us more culture. So the wreath on the upper left when you have a choice. This one. The ambition or or this one here. Oh, because it's different. That's right. It's the wonders are different in each game. That's right. It's randomized, some of them. So we have pyramids minus 50% law courts. Yeah, that's definitely nice. And ziggurats is all cities minus 20% improvement costs. Yeah, both of those are great. We're not going to have 600 stone anytime soon, but maybe if we can start getting to quarrying stuff. I mean, Babylon's going to have we can build we'll be able to build a rancher on here, and then that'll grab, more of these tiles, and then we'll be able to put what is this, a rancher specialist or trapper specialist? But we'll be able to build a specialist on here too, and we'll be able to get some of the stuff over here. This would not get this. Yeah, we'll have to think about that. We do have one citizen we can convert to a specialist, but I think we're going to build a worker next out of Babylon, because we need to come down here and improve this city or something like that. Okay, what do we still have to move? Scout. Move the scout first, because they're better at scouting. Oh, we found a plane. We also found our first military camp, or barbarian, so I'll probably start moving the slinger over here to start slapping these guys. Rohan, sure. We're doing a Lord of the Rings theme, apparently. Alrighty. So with that in mind, I'm going to start moving you over here right now. We might as well do so in a way that scouts out a little bit more territory, too. Oh, hello. Bye. I'm probably going to get attacked by these guys. Didn't know they were there. And we are out of orders. Okay, well, at least we found some of the barbarians. They're hanging out in the Mirkwood, apparently. Well, that's... yeah. You can move over here. Well, that's why we need some military units. Interesting borders, right? Yeah, we've got like this huge safe back line. And then... Oop, I actually wanted that back on. How do we zoom this in and out? I know there's a way you can zoom the minimap in and out. Trade network, promotions. Just scroll out. Oh, okay. That's as far as I... Okay. And on the plains of Rohan. Okay. Alright, that's all we can do this turn. Hopefully we're not going to take too much damage over there. 4 HP, that's not too bad. Well... Yeah, battle is joined already. Well, that's right. We've got another slinger coming out, and then we're going to need a warrior too. I kind of wanted to clear this camp first. This one feels like it's just further off in the wilderness. And the scout, unfortunately. We'll keep you well away from whatever's going on there. Because I kind of want the scout to keep moving in this direction. Alright, we have 2 extra orders this turn, but we don't have anything to do with them. The settler's going to move up here, and we'll grab this city spot next turn. So, I mean, I could spend training, but it's definitely not worthwhile to do that. Okay. Some kind of quiet turn here. Alright, settler. Let's see which spot we want. I think we want on this tile here. Wow, this is somewhat unappealing. I guess we can connect the sorghum, so it'll have pretty good growth. I'm not going to spend the extra force march orders this turn. We'll just get up there next turn. We are going to need a worker. So we'll build that there. Fortunately, Babylon has really good growth, so we can get these out. If you have 2 orders left using interaction, again, I don't even know what those are, but thank you for suggesting them, so maybe I'll have a better sense going forward. Okay. Oh, great. Can we attack? Yes. Boop. We could also, I guess, apply a general to one of these units. All right. Okay, we found one of the tribes, the Thracians, who are not barbarians. You can actually interact diplomatically with them. That slinger's almost done. And yeah, that's about all we can do this turn. We'll get attacked by this guy, but we're doing more damage to him than he's doing to us. So again, we got to keep working on clearing these camps. 4 HP. All right, yep. None of these other city sites seem as good as this one. And all right, we were going to do the sages for our 3rd family. Oh, we randomly picked up stone cutting. Okay. We discovered a random tech. Now, that was one of the cheaper ones we could get. Yeah, one of the cheaper ones we could get. But still, it's still a tech we need. So that's not bad. All right. So, what is this city good at doing? This city is good at civics. Is kind of what we can do here. We can assign a governor. Let's see. How about this guy? He's eloquent. What does eloquent do? Yeah, marble's good for sages because it gives civics. Yes. I think we take this guy. And he'll make the Amorite family happy. Yeah, he's just better. What does eloquent do? +2. +2 civics per culture level. Cool. That works for me. Choose. Okay. So we actually have pretty good civics coming in right now, which will make it easier to adopt those laws. And do we want to go for... I mean, why don't we do the treasury? Because then that'll get us some culture here. Because remember, every time we finish we already have the archive, which is giving us... By the way, our beaker output is pretty nice here. 23 beakers. We were stuck on like 8 beakers forever in the other game. Yeah, I think we're gonna do the treasury here because that'll get us the culture based on our decent growth here. Maybe, but the growth is so good in Babylon that I think I can get like another, like I can do workers in 4 turns here. I might just do another. I mean, I want to get another. Actually, I think I want to do a trapper, or I want to do something that increases growth, because if I can get this growth to 20 per turn, then I can do like a 3-turn workers here. But yeah, I think I want the treasury project here. Workers take 1 turn less if working on their own family city. Oh, okay. I did not. That's not something I knew. How much health does this guy have? Does it say how much HP he has? There's like a lot of small tidbits. I guess we can't quite kill this guy in 1 turn. I guess it'll take 2 more turns. Well, that's okay. We'll keep hitting that guy, and then we'll come back here and heal. So next we want to get these sorghums connected for extra growth. But guess what? I have 2 workers up here. So yeah. One of them can come up here. Actually, they probably both can come up here, because this guy can run down here. Well, I'll have husbandry done by the time that guy's finished. Alright, well, we probably should chop along the way, because we're almost out. And that's going to use up my orders for this turn, more or less. Interesting, pretty slow moving. All units belong. Yeah, I get that. All units belong to that. That's something that I would say that feels maybe a little too intricate, like a little too complicated for complicated sake to me, but that's just me. All right, well, you're just gonna have to hang out there. I think you heal 1 HP if you didn't move this turn. And then these guys, we still have to make them feel better. Maybe we can appoint them as a governor or something. Yeah, I don't love the way that the everything's like color coded a little bit. I did feel like that maybe made the game a little too complex for not really necessary, but anyway. All right, so we take some damage there. You start working on this. Still just improving our resources right now. All right, unfortunately we come 1 HP short of killing this guy, but he won't kill us on our turn, right? Like, we can see... How do we see the damage he's going to do to us? There it is. You can see, so by hovering this guy, we can see how much damage he'll do to us. There's no randomness in terms of how much damage you take on attacks. So, like, we know how much damage we'll take. All right, and then we've got another new slinger here. You can see the color. Yeah, the color corresponds to the family. I do want another military unit here. So I think I'll get a warrior, because I have iron left over. I don't want to eat up into more of my stone just yet. We'll move that unit a bit, but first we want to move the worker. The other one that's just chilling over here. I probably should have chopped along the way, shouldn't I? Because I'm almost out. We can chop some of these forests with these workers. Alright, so we have 4 more orders, which is not a lot. We already attacked with this guy. I could move the scout. I think what I'd prefer to do is move this guy. No, I already know what I'm doing here. Move this guy up here as far as I can, because I want him up here. Alright, so looks like the fastest I can get him is... It's like the fastest way to get up here. Apparently to here. And then, well, that's as far as he can go. Okay. Well, in that case, we can move our scout. Not that he revealed a lot, but we were able to unlock some. Alrighty. We'll kill this unit, and then the slinger can come back and start healing. And then we'll have 2 slingers to start taking this down, because that can be our next city spot up here. Alrighty. Seems good so far. Keen to indulge in the pleasures of the flesh, Oligarch Lupitri the Younger, who's one of the governors, now has wanton trait. Which is apparently gives a civics bonus, but then a money malice. All right. Well, first things first. You gotta kill this guy, or else we can die on the inner turn. All right. So, what are our options here? We got some interesting options. We could take we could actually get the stone boost, which is interesting. If we don't take it now, it disappears. We could also get the free worker, which is pretty interesting too. Or we could go for labor force. Stone boost is pretty nice. Of course, we can only get either the stone boost or the free worker. Whichever one we don't take, we lose forever. Worker would mean that I could... I mean, that would take me up to 4 workers, which is probably about the most I can support right now. But, like, one thing I could do is if I get more workers, I can just, like, build more quarries for more stone anyway. But then that would... Because, like, then I could just go straight onto a settler here and have the settler ready to go grab this spot if I clear it. This is nice, but at the moment... I don't know that I have the stone for it right now. And then this one is nice too. But again, I don't really have the civics to adopt these laws yet. So they don't really do that much until I have the civics to adopt them. It's a tough call. I think it's either the free worker or the stone boost. But because they're both quite cheap. Actually, this one's half the cost. This is only 40 beakers. This is like a 2-turn research. I'm going to take the free worker. Alright. So these workers are busy doing their worker thing. You just attacked. You need to heal. We can move this other slinger up here. Looks like this is as far as I can get it. Up to here. We're going to have a worker popping out and then another worker popping out the following turn. Well, one will go down here. And then... Because I'll be able to connect the... Actually, they'll probably both go down here. And then I can always have them come up back up here again. Oh, because I need to connect the camels. Are not improved yet. Oh, one of them can go to the camels, and then one of them can come down here and improve the sheep and the cattle. Alrighty. So what hasn't moved? Just the scout. Scout's the only thing that hasn't moved yet. I didn't do the cattle or the game, or I did the game, but I didn't do the cattle or the sheep because they required husbandry and I didn't have it earlier. Okay. We're definitely on the northwest corner of the map. Oh, there's a marble resource up there. Ooh, double marble resources. Oh, that's nice. Well, that'll be great when we take over this spot. We'll be able to get the marble resources from there. That's nice. Oh, we still have 2 orders left. Okay, so what was the second Sage's site? Yeah, that'll be another Sage's site for sure. Okay, so you said when we had extra orders over, we could do something with them. Like, what do we do with these extra orders again? Like, we can tutor or something like that. Tutor, here we go. What does this do? Cost 2. Okay, so we have a mission underway. Okay, so apparently we can now tutor her. And we have a chance to improve her stats. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, this is just not something I'm as familiar with. Okay. Well, we don't need you. Can you get off the interface? Okay. Gotcha. And then I'm mostly trying... This family is... We need to do something to make these people happy. Right. I could also assign generals to units. That's right. I know I can attach a general to one of these units too. Orders boom in Babylon. Okay. So we get extra... Wow, we do have a lot of... Well, that's good because we actually have a lot to do this turn. Alrighty. Let's send you down here. Well, let's move some of the other units first. I think I'm going to move down there. All right, so let's get you here. What is it? We need a grove to improve the lavender. That's right. That's one of the late game resources. All right. Add general. Must not be a different family. Do we even have any general candidates out of curiosity? Well, why don't we add the general to the one that hasn't taken 1 billion damage yet? Anyway. Can we attack from here? How close do we have to be to attack? Okay, we can attack from any of these tiles. Let's start slapping you for XP. All right. So you're training there. Does it say 1 year until a new something pops out? Here's the worker. Yeah, why don't you go down there? I'm not doing a ton with the extra stuff this turn. Let's have you do something useful. Okay, pasture. Oh, we don't have. Oh my god, we don't have lumber. Okay, well we can buy some. Got plenty of money. But I definitely have to do some chopping. Now these guys over here, one of them can chop for sure. Over there. Got trapped there. Alright, I mean we're already hitting this. Why don't we just build another settler here? Because we're really good at doing settlers. And then I do need to get... Like, I would like to get some of these specialists built, but my civics production is not great on these. How much does it cost for these? 8 turns. I guess it's 60 civics. Yeah, my civics is not great. And you can do the forum to get additional civics, but looks like we're not great at that. We actually, let's see, Festival 2, Inquiry 2 adds an additional culture per turn. We did hit developing culture, so that's nice. And then this would give... That's a one-time boost for this, isn't it? Because the forum gives... Yeah, that's a one-time boost. 4.8 civics, that would not be worthwhile. Wait, why is this only 1 turn? Oh, I see. It just, it's repeatable. We just convert our stuff. So yeah, we don't want to do that. Yeah. I think we can get the settler up there. Why not? Beware of spiders if you chop in Mirkwood. Alright, and then we still have the scout that we can move. Oh, we found... This is another country's borders, isn't it? We found Rome. Okay. Can we talk to them yet? I don't think... Alliance. Peace. Declare war. Can we find out information about them? Anyway. You use counts when you're 1 turns away from science. Yeah. Okay. Well, we found the... We know... So we found, like, our first border over here. So I'll have the scout, I think, loop back and see what else is over here. Alright, so Rome's our neighbor to the east. For what that's worth. We've killed 1 military unit so far. We'll be going for that one next. Okay. Definitely need to get some more orders going. Discovered free worker. Alright, so you're going to go to... Which one is this? Is it the camel I haven't connected yet? No. It's the goat that we... Yes, it's the goat that we haven't connected yet. And I did it again, didn't I? Let's undo that move. Chop. Where's the chop? Where's the chop button? Here it is. And pasture. There we go. Cut trees. Took me a second to find it. These guys are not doing anything this turn. You're going to heal. You're going to keep smacking this while we can. All right. And here we finished. Okay, so we finished the treasury projects. We actually have a lot of income for this stage of the game coming in. Finished that. Okay. So, given that we're really strong in civics, I'd actually like to do, start getting some specialists. But for now, we'll do the forum project because that'll give us, I'm waiting for this to finish anyway. This only takes 3 turns. And it'll also give us an additional civic per turn. It'll get us to 14, and then we can try to get some specialists. Because this will give us more growth, and we need growth so we can build, we need a citizen to be able to turn into population. But I think we'll probably do the specialists here after this is done. Oh, okay, we also got the free worker. Food boost I don't think we need. I think we're okay on food. I'm about to get a new big surge of food from these 2 completing. So we can do the Odeon, which would be our first urban. We can also do polis or military drill. Let's look at these on the tech tree. Okay, I probably would like to get divination soon. Let's see. So what do we have here? Polis. We could join a war. This gives us walls, which we probably don't need right now. Also would let us build Hamlet for money, but we don't really need money at the moment. Drama starts the music. That's pretty funny. Military drill for barracks for training. Yeah, I think that's actually what we want. Rally troops. I don't know what that does. But the barracks will, yeah, barracks would give us additional training, and we actually do need that in one of our cities. In that city that we're trying to identify as like our training one. We can also start building. Where's the garrisons? Did we can build them in anything that has what developing culture for half an order, right? So I think I can do that in some of these too. But I think that's right. I think this is also pretty cheap. I don't need the food boost, so even though I lose that card, it's not a big deal. We have 100. We're fine on food, and I don't think I'm building Odeons at the moment right now either. I just don't think that I'm going to be building. I would build my shrines first before I built the Odeons anyway. Okay, yeah, I think that's right. I think military drill is good here. As I said, I don't think I need the cottages just yet. All right, so we still have the scout to move. Definitely finding a lot of Thracians. Oh, anything that gives legitimacy is good. It helps with the family opinions. These guys do not like me. Maybe I can appoint them somewhere. That when we're gonna lose that founded our family seat opinion pretty soon. So these guys have a governor, and these guys are happy because because we're a scholar and they're a scholar. Our leader's a scholar and they're scholars. Gotcha. So yeah, we're fine with those guys. Maybe I should have picked the ambition that synergized with the family that's unhappy, but we'll figure it out. As a scholar, you can redraw once if you don't like your draw. Gotcha. Oh, we're actually taking some damage there. Hold on. No, okay. Well, it's a good thing the game has an undo button. I was trying just to see how much damage these guys would do if they attack. 2 HP and okay, it'll take 5 damage. Might be better to pull back and heal for one turn, and then probably better to pull back and heal for one turn, and then have both of these units attack next turn. Okay, and then I'll send them both forward to attack next turn. For a 2v2, we have another warrior coming out in a little bit. Okay, what units do we have? We have, okay, our workers are both done here. So these tiles now produce 2.2 growth and 7 food. So we now have good growth coming in, which is key because we need growth to be able to turn citizens into specialists, which is what we want here. Okay, so what to do next? Well, one of these guys needs to come chop some forest tiles. If we can pop the borders, we can also then start building some quarries next to the mountains, which would be nice. But for right now, you can come up here and start chopping. We can also do a mine, but I guess we don't have the wood for that just yet. Oh, we're also almost out of orders from that. Okay, well, I guess we're just going to use this turn chopping then. Well, there goes all the orders for this turn, but we needed to chop that wood anyway. And I think this settler will finish right about the time we can get this camp clear. I hope so anyway. Yeah, the undo button's great. I mean, like, you don't have to go and re-roll. You don't have to like go into like the menu and redo the save file every time you misclick. It's great. Again, it's like why didn't the games have this or sooner? Alrighty, so yeah, we're plugging away there with our military. This guy will come here, build this, and then we can drop the barracks. But we definitely need more lumber. And Babylon, after it's done the settler, I think I'd like to get a special. I really would like to pop the borders. We'll see. I have a couple turns until we have to make that decision. Unit attacked, unit seen, improvement finished. Okay, yeah, I mean we have units that didn't move, but we're out of orders, so gonna need to get some more orders. Anytime you're doing military stuff, it of course eats up orders. Oh, we got another guy coming over here. Known to be debauched. Okay, great. Governor of Lagash. Maybe we can pick a different person to be... Hold on. So now what is she doing? Oh, she's actually contributing a lot to discontent here. What is she contributing? But nobody else is really that... I mean, I could switch to the queen consort, but the problem is... But doesn't that cost, like... It costs 100 civics to do that. And this person is making this family pretty happy. They're going to not be pleased. I guess we'll just live with it for right now. I don't like the fact that the discontent's building up, though. I got a negative trait, unfortunately. All right. Well, let's go ahead and smack these barbarians. Can I attack from here? I think I can attack from here, can't I? Yeah. Whoop. Looks like we can hit from 2 range. So we'll be able to kill that unit next turn. Of course, that ate up a lot of my orders, but I think it was necessary. I still want you to chop. You could maybe build... Why don't you build a granary? Because I do want the extra... I do want the extra growth here. Now, this gives bonus to adjacent farms, and these are both farms, aren't they? Yeah, so why don't you come here? You do the granary. That's going to take a little while, but that's okay. And then you can... You need to continue chopping because we're out of wood again. But that'll give us even more growth here. And we got... Yeah, we have troublemakers incoming, so hopefully we can smack this. We do have the warrior that's on its way, too. But yeah. Still, I'm pretty happy with how this game's going. More so than the way the last game was going. Yeah, they split up their attacks. And all right, these guys are not invading. They're not just beelining straight for me, so that's good. All right, well, let's kill these guys. Okay. Settler's doing 1 turn. Okay. So you're done. You need to go improve the sheep. Pasture. Okay, you. What buildings can you construct? I'll just move you here so we can see. All right. I'll just undo this order in a second. We can do a fort. I could do a granary, I suppose, for more growth here as well. Let's just undo that. Although I think I'd like to get... I'll have to figure it out. We're all out of the lumber again, so I'll probably have to chop for some more lumber. We also have this warrior to move, and I do want to get this warrior moving up here. How fast can this guy... Okay, this guy can move really fast up here. But I would like to have this worker doing something. Where is the building that gives me the extra orders, right? Isn't there a building that gives me orders for one of these? Okay, build. It's not the barracks. None of the shrines give me extra. Where is the one that gives me extra? Isn't there like a building that gives me a half order for every one that I build? I thought there was a building that does that early on in the game. I can't remember, but I thought there was one that does that. Forestry. Well, garrison does. Okay, well, where's the garrison unlock? What do I need for garrison? That's what I was thinking of. I have that? Okay, well then why can't I build it? Because I would like to build one of those here, but I don't see it as an option. Oh, that's right. You have to... I'm an idiot. It requires the rules that you have to be next to... it requires the urban rules, right? Has to be on an urban tile. Okay. That's right. It's got to be on an urban tile. Okay. That's it. Now the question is it better up here or down here? I think up here is fine. Well, where is it? I don't see it. I'm on an urban tile. Where is the garrison option then? Because I only see the wonder options. That's odd. I am in my territory, right? Yeah. Am I missing something that allows me to... Hold on, there's an encyclopedia in this game, isn't there? Garrison, okay. Ah, requires habitable land? Maybe that's not it? Bonus for adjacent barracks and range. No. Oh, you have to have an active law. Ah, that's the problem. Okay. So we need to get a law finished then, don't we? Because I would like to build those very much. This is the law. Yeah, I would like to build one of them very, very much. But I do not have the... And I think we're going to have to take this to keep this family happy. But I probably wanted that one anyway. Wow, these guys are starting to get pretty unhappy with me, aren't they? We're about to lose that family seat. We need to appoint like a governor or a general or something. Okay, well, we're working our way there. We're actually generating a lot of the civics each turn. The big reason why we didn't get them sooner is we kept dropping 100 civics into appointing governors. Okay, well, at least we learned what the problem was. Okay. I need lumber. So we will use our remaining orders to chop some trees, because that is what we need. And then this guy, let's see, I could drop a granary. That actually wouldn't hurt, because the extra growth would be nice. This now we need to get some civics in here so we can, because like we have the we have the ability to grow people very quickly, but we don't have the civics. So anyway, we'll figure it out. We're not going to do another settler here next. Yeah. Okay. Doesn't one of these families want pearls? Are these the guys who want pearls? They want gems and dyes. Fur and honey. Salt. Okay, none of these guys have anything I want. No, I know the rules for where you have to place the urban tiles, but I didn't realize I had to have a law intact. Yeah, this game is kind of complicated in a lot of ways. Okay, we have to choose production here. All right, so we finished a warrior, and this is our best training city. The question is, do we want to grab... I think I could do the treasury, because this would... I think I'm going to do this, slip this in here, because this would get some culture going, and I do need the city to start making some culture. It's pretty cheap to do, and it's definitely not well, the city actually has pretty decent growth too, but it's my only city that's even remotely decent at training. I think I'm going to do this just because I want to get some culture going in here early, so it can start stacking up. Kind of a long-term project, but yeah, I don't think I need anything else immediately. It's going to eat into a little bit more stone, but I'm hoping to be able to put down some quarries over in both of these. Oh, and now you can... All right, now you are my best civic city. I think I want to do this, because if I build a specialist here, then we'll be able to build some quarries over here. So, here we go. Only two turns. Whoa, okay, that's nice. I forget we have good civics output here. I forgot. We have 14.5 civics per turn. So this specialist is going to give us 2.5 growth. It's going to give us 2.3 beakers, because sage families like it when you get specialists. So we're going to try to do a lot of specialists here. It also gives us a little food, but we're perfectly fine on food. That's not an issue. What's this? Urban tiles. Sorry, this is cut off. Once you have it unlocked, it will slow down your progress towards the law. That's true, but it's all right. I know, because when I'm building something with civics here, it slows progress. It doesn't go globally towards the law. That's fine. I still think this is the best thing I can do, because I want to get some quarries down here. That's my read, at least. But yes, I'm definitely going to need more orders. As you can see, we gain discipline, which is the money one. Okay. All right, we also have the settler who can start moving up here, so I am going to do that, because I want to grab that spot. That's going to eat up a lot of my orders this turn. I want you to attack, and unfortunately you can't attack from that tile, but we can move here. And we'll have that dead next turn. Just in time for the settler to get up there. So as I said, that eats up a lot of my orders for this turn. Alright, I have some idle workers still. This guy was chopping. You were, I think, going to do a granary, which gets the bonus from being near farms, right? Do I have any farms? Well, let's see what Babylon's going to do next, right? I mean, I could... Actually, we should... We could do this, which would give us another half order. It would also give us some more tiles. Or we could do... Actually, no. Hold on. What the heck? We should take this. Look how many tiles this is going to unlock. Holy cow. Yeah, let's do this. Also give us more growth as well. Of course, that's even more civics that are not going towards unlocking a law, which I'm well aware of, but... I still think that that's what we want. Like, more growth is good. And then I want to be able to... Then I want to build quarries along here. So I'm going to do that. I wish I could rush this along a little faster, but... Yeah, now we only make 4. That's okay. This farmer will be done shortly, and then we'll get the big bonus from Madrid. What city is this called again? Murad back. Oh, I forgot to mention, we can name our cities, can't we? Right? Isn't there a way to do that? I assume there's a way to rename your city. Quill icon next to the name. Oh, yeah. Okay. Quill icon next to the name. Oh, there. Okay. Okay. Well, if people in chat want to name the cities, we can do that. That's more fun. What do we still have? So we still have more workers. Yeah. So... Yeah, like I said, do I have any farms here? You can rename characters too. That you can rename everything. I don't really have any farms here, so like, is a granary really that useful? Because it gives us more growth, which is not bad. I wish I could get more civics though. All right, I don't see anything super important for you to be working on right now. We're one turn away from this, so you are going to be able to come down here and build here next turn. I feel like I should be building something here at the capital. Yeah, the only thing I can really do is the I guess there's no like amazing spot for the granary, because if I ever do build farms though, hold on, where are the best place to build a farm? Just out of curiosity. If I were to build farms, there's a lush tile down there. If I were to build them, they would probably be down here. Oh, I could build it next to the I could build it next to the cows, right? Let's try that. Oh, I don't have enough orders for that? I guess because... Okay. Well, if we're going to put a granary here, we might as well chop this again. Okay. Well, that's fine. We're in position. We'll drop it here. Or wait, is that an urban building? Does that have to play by the urban rules? It's not an urban building. I can drop that wherever? Because it's... Or does it have to be... No, it says I can build granary here. Okay. So it's not an urban building. Okay. Interesting. A lot to think about. So granaries can just go wherever. They don't have to play by the rules. All right. Got military drill. Okay. Well, we'll look at the text in a second. Let's finish killing this guy. Wait, we can't attack from that tile? Okay, well, you can. All right, so you're dead. Let's get you up here. Oh, we can't make it all the way this turn? Well, that's fine. We'll just get you up to here then. We'll finish next turn. I actually can't even see the whole... Oh, see, note the little 8S. That means it'll respawn in 8 turns, which is really annoying. Actually, I really hated that feature. The way that they respawn. Okay. So, we could do another farmer specialist, which would give us, wow, a lot of tiles if we were to look at all those tiles we would get. That's pretty wild. But no, we really need to get, really need to get these laws going. So I don't think we want to do that. What else could we do though? No, all this would cost civics, so we don't want to do any of that stuff. I mean, we could get another worker, but I feel like I don't really need another worker right now. Yeah, I don't really need another worker at the moment. What I really want is more civics. But I can't do Treasury 2 until our culture grows. Treasury 2 would give me another... Or not Treasury, Forum 2 would give me another two of these per turn. What's the... And there's a specialist that gives... There's specialists that increase civics too. But I don't... Like, this does not unlock more. This actually decreases it. I could get even more growth, but... No. I mean, why not? Well, let's just get a militia. They don't earn XP, but like, just give us another warm body to like run around hitting things. Stonecutters, yeah, I actually would like to train some stonecutters, but I have to build them first. Let's just get a militia unit here, because we can build it fast and like that'll help us out. Now I realize I have a warrior that's just sitting here that I haven't been able to move for lack of orders, so that's like less than efficient, but. Yeah, you can use them to camp barbs and stop them from respawning. That's true. Alright, anyway. Well, you're going to come down here, and we're going to... Let's get the quarry. Where's our quarry? Yeah, okay, this is a 10 quarry spot. So we're going to move you here. There we go. And you're going to drop the granary, because... And there goes all our orders for this turn. All right, someday we'll be able to move this unit. It's like, yeah, I mean, I can train the militia, but like, do I have enough orders to move the darn thing is like the problem. At least all my workers are doing stuff. That poor scout's been trapped over here for ages because I don't have enough orders. I definitely need to get more orders going. All right, so what are our options we have available? So we have drama for Odeons. Also would turn on the music. We could build... I don't know that we need hamlets yet. I mean, we're not hurting on money. We're making a lot of money right now. Spoked wheel. Oh, that we probably do spoked wheel because then that lets us gives us a chancellor. Finally unlocks part of the council. Or we could do metaphysics. But we don't have a religion unlocked yet, so I don't think that this does that much for us. Right? I don't think that this does that much just yet. We need to do... What are the things that unlock the religions again? Hold on. So what are the requirements? 2 acolytes. We don't have that. We still don't have our shrines. 2 ranchers. We might be able to get this, like the 2 ranchers, because like, all right, we're building. Okay, yeah, we're building a rancher right now. If we did a second rancher, we'd actually unlock a religion. We'd unlock Judaism. 12 citizens. And okay, well, we don't have a Jewish city. Okay. Also requires labor force. Well, we can work towards that. Those are the early 2. Gotcha. These are the early 2. I mean, we're building a rancher right now. We might as well. I mean, and we'll have the chance to... We probably will draw labor force. Like this is in the deck for us, so we'll probably draw this next time. I think we take the one that gives us the chancellor option, right? Spoked wheel. Because we could certainly use... a chancellor. Maybe we can appoint one from the family that's so unhappy with us too. I think that that's the call here. Hopefully we can get this into a state religion soonish too. You could Rudro. No, it's not that critical. I don't need it. I don't need labor force right now. Remember, I don't have 2 ranchers yet. I'm building one now, and then I can probably... Does this take a rancher specialist, just out of curiosity? Yes. Okay. Yeah, when this treasury's done, I'll probably maybe I'll do another one down here, because I can't really build more military right now. I don't have the orders to manage them. So like more military units are not going to help me because I don't have enough orders to move the darn things. I've had this warrior trapped down here, unable to move. All right. Now, granted, I was moving settlers around. All right, so where do we want to go? I think this spot here. I don't even know what's in the fog here. Or if we take this spot, we can get the pigs, which wouldn't be bad either. But then I'm just also closer to this city. I think this spot's fine. I don't even know what's on here. Now, the question is, who do we pick for this? Question is, which family do we pick? So I have less of a call. So what do we get from picking these? Let's see. So this family has extra output on camps, which I don't see any camps here, so maybe not them. These guys, mines and lumber mill. Oh, this is a great mining. Look at this. There's all these hills to mine. I think it's these guys. And cheaper to build urban improvements. I don't know about that. I think it's these guys. We found a new river. So if there's any rivers, I open this up to chat. Oh, look, there goes the plain of Rohan up there again. It'd be nice if we had enough orders to explore the map, which we don't. Anyone have any suggestions here? The Resurgis River. Well, we can do better than that. Anduin? Okay, apparently we're just full on Lord of the Rings here. But you guys got it. And we discovered the Red Sea. Interesting. Look at how this map curves around here. Alrighty. Now, I would like to appoint a governor. By the way, I would like to appoint a governor, but that's going to cost 100, another 100 of these. So I think I'll hold off for the time being. We could always appoint this corrupt one, because the Chaldeans I'm going to need to. But again, that costs 100. I'm trying to hold off until I can appoint a law. So we'll let this run without a... I will let this run without one of these guys for right now. Anyway, but then what do we build here? As I said, what am I building here? So what is this? Which family did we pick again? We picked this family. So they already have culture. We already have 7 culture per turn here. Interesting. Oh, because we have the wines. Interesting. So we don't really need the treasury. Like, that's just a waste here. Mining. Yes, we're going to do some mines here. We're going to use this as a mining town. It might be another worker, honestly, because now that I have this many cities, I think we'll just do another work. I mean, the growth isn't amazing, but I don't want to tie up their civics on civic stuff, because I really want to get this law unlocked. Anyway, now these units can also heal, and then we need to get them over here to start smashing this. And then I would love to get somebody exploring up here, but I do not have the orders for that right now. Again, I have no idea how far this map stretches, but okay, so you're still building that. You're still working on that. All my workers are actually busy this turn. I only have 5 orders left. You know what we'll do? We'll heal you guys. And then, yeah, all my workers are actually doing stuff right now. We'll use the remaining orders to try to get you as close up to the front lines as we can. Because I want to get you up here, which is going to take a little while. We'll move you to there. That works for me. Yep, move the warrior. Plus the worker will be better. Yeah, there's like nothing I need to connect immediately. Again, the wines I would like to connect, but you need a fairly late game tech to do. Well, not late game, but like mid game tech, which is Grove. Groves require land consolidation, which is like the 4th tier. Yeah, here it is. Because like here's 1st tier, 2nd tier. We're researching our 1st, 3rd tier tech, and then this is a 4th tier tech. It's behind forestry, which we also are going to need because that lets us build lumber mills. Then we can stop chopping everything. It's a long way away. It's if you want to put it in Civ 4 terms, it's like calendar resources or like optics for whales. It's a little bit like that. Okay, I think that's all we can do this turn. Slowly working on that rancher. Slowly working on this. But we are only like 5 or 6 turns away now from being able to adopt a law. Yeah, I gotta deal with these guys next. All right, what is our next ambition? Enact. Well, I think we're gonna enact freedom anyway, right? Isn't freedom the law is gonna pick anyway? No, freedom is not the law I was gonna pick anyway. I was thinking it's exploration is the law that I was going to pick. Okay, where is that ambition again? We had a discontent level. Well, tutoring available. I could have tutored. Anyway, is this it? Here, no. Nebuchadnezzar is idle and can be sent on a mission. Okay. Where is the pop-up? Is this it? Oh, here it is. Okay. Control 6 archives. Well, that's going to take like a long time to do. Problem is, I don't know if I'm going to... I mean, it probably shouldn't be this one because these guys are really happy with me anyway. And I don't think we need to worry too much about their happiness. So I don't want to build 6 walls. That feels pretty silly. It gives extra... Yeah, I don't think I'm going to build... Where's the exclamation point? Okay, thanks for that. I mean, I guess it's got to be this. The only question is this a law I'm going to adopt? Yeah, sure. We can adopt this. 20% growth in all cities. That sounds good. Requires labor force. I mean, we're probably headed for labor force next anyway. Okay, that seems pretty doable. If we draw that tech next, that might even be the first law we adopt. But yeah, that seems good. We can do this, and then that'll help keep these guys happy. The others don't seem like the kind of things I really wanted. Okay, so we were going to do a barracks here if I have the stone for it, which I might not. And you are going to... This is a rancher, right? Yeah, we're going to do this ranch. Oh, it only gives me 1 tile. Well, we'll still do it anyway. Next. Because then they'll get me the second rancher I need. And it's better to do this one than this one doesn't. I mean, they basically do the same thing, right? Yeah. All right, we got a worker there. Do we have any other workers up here? Yes, we want to do another quarry. So we can solve our stone woes. So that'll be nice when that finishes. Already down to just 6 orders remaining. I guess we'll do the barracks then. And we can just buy a little bit of... Oh, no, we have enough stone for it. Because this gives us more training. Okay, so this is... Like, what do we want to build barracks next to? I guess we don't have... Now, this is an urban building, isn't it? Doesn't this have to be next to something? Yes, follows urban adjacency rules. Okay. I mean, I think we'll just put it right here. I don't see any obvious other spots to put it. So we can work on that. Okay, now with the leftover orders, let's send our leader on a mission. When we get to, or we can tutor, right? Abdicate throne. Or is this, does this cost does this cost law? Does this cost to do this? No, it just cost orders. Okay. Well, I mean, we might as well. All right, and now you guys can just heal there. Let's keep bringing the warrior up. That's like the fastest way, apparently, to here. Okay. So, yeah, we've got these guys here. This guy, we have a militia. That should be enough to help out here. You get all tiles immediately adjacent. Okay. Ah, so that's why we would only get 1 tile, because it's only 1 tile there. This goat, though, will pop a bunch of tiles. And then, yeah, mountains and water do, like, weird stuff, because you can't, they're, like, not normal tiles. Okay. All right, well, all our workers are doing fun stuff. We are going to get this, and we're going to get these quarries done soonish, which will be fun. Okay. We're, like, slowly inching our way up to the threshold that we need for orders. The 2 tiles away resources is one to be aware of. I hear you. Okay. An idle city. Okay. As I said, we're going to do this next. This is going to cut into our civics income, but we want to get this, and then hopefully we can get labor force next, and then hopefully that'll turn into a religion. I hope. We should. This should be an option next time because it like, I mean, it's if it's not, we'll redraw. I love how these two families are like, we don't know how we feel about this person, and these guys are like, yes. Of course, that's because I have a scholar for king, and they're scholars. Alrighty, so all of our workers are working this turn, so we don't have to move them, which is what often eats up lots of orders. Okay. So, oh, what's this? There's another tribe up here. The Danes are up here too. Maybe someday I'll actually be able to scout before I run out of orders. Anyway, okay, well, we'll move you over here. And then we'll move the warrior up here. Guys moving together. And then I'll move you as far as I can. And how much XP do you have? You actually have a decent amount of XP. Maybe we can add a general here. This guy's apparently a pretty good general. Sure. That works. Now I gotta heal you. Okay. That works pretty well. Yeah, this is a pretty complicated game, right? Old World. Good game, though. Liz just sent me a text. Now's the someone at Kotaku wrote an article saying, now's the perfect time to grab Civ 6 for free while Civ 7 is in its rebuilding phase. Civ 7 in its rebuilding phase. And by the way, if you're watching this right now, you can actually get Civ 6 for free on the Epic Game Store right now. I already have Civ 6, so it doesn't matter to me, but you can get it completely for free on the Epic Game Store right now. So if you've never gotten Civ 6 and you just want to play the game, go grab that right now. Okay. By the way, we're apparently behind Roman score for what that's worth. 5 cities. Yeah, that's a little unfair though because the AI starts with 3 cities, and like we do not start with 3 cities. So yeah. It's the Epic Store, and I know people don't really like the Epic Store. Well, it was a 90% off on the Steam Store in the last Steam sale. So yeah, you could get it for 90% off in the last Steam sale. All right, we finally have positive income coming in for stone, and here in this city. So what if we were to build the specialist here? What does the stonecutter give us? The stonecutter actually gives us more civics if we build the stonecutter. But that would then delay our pursuit of the next law again, which we really want that. So, and I think I'd rather build it on that tile anyway, if I could. And then we need to start getting some urban buildings here. Yeah, I mean, I really do want that stonecutter, but I don't want to pull my. How many more turns would it take? Now the thing is, if we can draw the this tech, what is it called again? If we can draw a labor force, which how much does this cost? 120. So that's like a 4-turn research. Yeah, it's like a 4-turn research. I'd prefer my first law to be freedom, because then that would satisfy that quest and also make that one family happier. So I'd prefer for this to be my first law, if I could. And I am going to get an extra council member here, too. So, well, you know what? Let's get the stonecutter. There we go. So that's going to slow our progress here. But as I said, I think I want my first law to be that, whatchamacallit anyway. All right, you can go over here. Oh, wait, which one of you has movement points? It's you who has movement points. Okay. You know what? I'm down for just building. Oh, wait, no, that's not in my borders. Whoops. I thought this was in my borders. I was going to, like, build more quarries here, because I'm going to need the stone pretty soon. Yeah, I want to get the freedom there. Enact freedom. So, like, since we need probably about 6 or 7 turns to reach freedom anyway, we might as well get the stonecutter out, even though this is like a better stonecutter specialist. Okay, you can come over here and you can start. Well, I'm gonna use up all your mines. We can start building mines on some of these. These are good mining tiles. Yeah, those are some. This city is just gonna supply mines, and I believe I picked the family where we get, yeah, plus 20% lumber mill mine output anyway. So we'll just move you over there. Alrighty, so that leaves us with actually enough orders to move our military units for once. So let's start doing that. We're gonna move you over here, and we're gonna heal you. Um, let's move you to here. And then you... Oh, we don't have enough orders to go. You to here. And let me go back to the families. And then you can come over... Wait, what? Can you move? You can move on the same tile as these guys? I didn't think that was possible. Yeah, okay. It's showing it's theoretically possible to move there. But, anyway. I'll move you another tile forward then. Trying to avoid getting attacked by this guy. Okay. And then when Babylon's done this rancher, we'll build another settler for this spot up here. Cool. Slowly getting more orders. Slowly getting more. Let's see if I get attacked over here. Yep. Alright. Workers. Where's the best place to build a mine? They all have basically the same yield. So we'll just go here. We're going to have to chop more lumber soonish too. Alright, who's our other worker? Down here. Ah, we finished this. Okay. So... I'm trying to think what the most... I mean, again, I'd like to drop some buildings. Oh, you know what I can do? I can build another barracks. You can do double barracks. Right? Can't you do 2 barracks? Or does that require... Can't you do 2 barracks? I don't know. Oh, we don't have the stone for that just yet. We don't have the stone for that yet. So that's not going to work. I'd like to put... Again, what I really want to do is drop like an urban building here at Babylon, but I don't have the orders for that just yet. So maybe we'll just have you go chop some forests here. Yeah, there's no hidden resources in this game. Good question, though. All right, well, let's see. If I have orders left over, I'll help out down there, but I don't know that I need that. Okay, let's get you... Can you attack from here? Yes, you can, apparently. We also just got a promotion. So we'll take 1 HP worth of damage, but we'll deal 8 HP by attacking, so that seems worthwhile. Okay. We still have some orders left. Yeah, I'm still trying to get more stone. Oh, knocked my microphone over. I just remember from playing this game before that like I always desperately needed stone in this game. And we've almost discovered spoked wheel. That's pretty good. All right, almost to that law. Yeah, I guess I'll just... I mean, I could always just build like a normal tile improvement. Like, I could always just build like a farm for right now. Like, where's the best place to do... I mean, I could build a... You know, I can build a 12 yield farm here. Let's do that. That's decent enough while we're just waiting around. That's a good yield for a tile. We're not hunting on food right now, but like it's not unusual that as you go through the game that over time that becomes more of an issue. All right, and you can just move up here. Poor scout. Maybe someday I'll still get to move you. All right, let's see what happens up here. We're going to get attacked again. Not bad, though. All right, we'll use our general to kill this guy. I only need to kill 1 more unit now. Let's have you heal this turn, and then we'll move up and assault that camp together afterwards. Okay. Alrighty. Actually, I can have you frontline for me. I actually don't have any workers to move this turn. Yeah. Okay. That's probably good. And we can actually move the scout this turn. Amazing. Oh, we found a landmark. Heath. So what is the name of this one? What are we naming this one? Just out of curiosity. What aspect of Middle Earth is this one going to get the name of? That's right. Scouts are hidden as long as they stay in a forest tile. We also found some honey. What is a heath again? Withered heath? Sure. That's like a very British term. All right, well, now this guy's on a hill, so he's not invisible. And we're out of orders. Withered heath is the area around Lonely Mountain. Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah, we'll try to fill this in. At some point, we'd also like to build some roads connecting our territory, but we don't have that. Okay, we're almost there on the laws. We're almost there on this. We have a couple. We have double specialists popping next turn, so that's cool. And let's hope that we can draw that tech that we're looking for. Discovered spoked wheel. Ah, it is there. Labor force is available. Okay. Excellent. So in 4 turns, we'll discover this, and then we'll adopt freedom, which will give us more growth in our cities. I don't know what the minus 5% rebels chance is. I guess that means we're less likely to spawn them. So I guess that's a good thing. All right, now we had a couple workers finish. Babylon is going to do a settler for that spot that we're in the process of clearing. We just unlocked a whole boatload of tiles over here, a bunch of which we might be building some quarries on. Now we're finally starting to get some income over here. And then we finished this quarry as well. Now I'd love to do another specialist, but we actually don't have enough. We don't have a spare pop point for that right now, so we can't do that. And yeah, these I don't really need. I might just have this do on a council because I'm kind of waiting for it to grow another pop point, and then I'd love to build. I'd love to get another one of these specialists because that'll give me more. Now this doesn't eat up civics, right? No, it does. It gives me more. Okay, that's good. I don't see anything obvious. I guess I could try to do. Like, I don't want to stop growth because I'm trying to grow another pop point. This city is not great at training, so I don't really want that. Not that I have enough orders to really move these guys around. Yeah, I think it's just the council, I think. Maybe festival for growth? Yeah, maybe. So what does this add? But this... All that this adds is... it just adds one more culture per turn. I already have pretty good culture coming in. And we're going to be building urban buildings here pretty soon that'll give more culture. I think it's just the council, which is weird. It feels weird to be putting it on that. But I think that... Yeah, I think that that's what I want for the moment here. Alright, so we have a settler there. Alright, so we almost have the 2 ranchers. It is only 4 turns for labor force. And then... So yeah, as soon as it grows a pop point, I'm going to do another... improvement there. All right, I need more stone, so why don't you come down here and you can quarry like right here. Yeah, that's a 10 quarry. Nice. Note that our iron supply is almost out, but we're about to start getting lots of iron over here in this town. We can start doing double mines because I've been eating into my iron supply there. Okay, I have another worker somewhere? Ah, over here. Let's see. I could actually do another I actually think the second barracks is probably the way to go here. And that it eats up into even more stone, but that's fine. Yeah, let's just do the double barracks, which gives us more training. Now the question is there a better tile to put the barracks on? I don't know which buildings get bonuses from being next to them. Isn't the garrison get a benefit from being next to it? So like I could put the barracks here and then put the garrison right here in between them. Okay, so I'll do that. I'll move this the barracks do follow the urban rules, don't they? Yes. Okay. I'll put it here, and then I'll dump the garrison right here afterwards. Oh, wait a second. Undo. We can just use one order to do that. Wait, didn't I have enough for this earlier? Garrisons and strongholds both. Gotcha. Okay. And ranges. Right. Okay, we need a little bit more stone. We can afford to buy some stone. We have plenty of money. Okay. Again, we have a decent income for stone, but stone is like most of the urban buildings require stone, so I always just need insane amounts of stone. So like every tile next to these mountains is going to get quarries eventually. And then hopefully we can push out the borders from here and we'll be able to quarry along these stones too. Good news is these are pretty good spots for it. And then we also need a place to get iron, and this is a great spot for iron. So that's coming along nicely too. Okay, we don't have a lot of orders left, but we can use what we do have here for our military. So we're going to shoot you. And we want someone to come over here to help out. Again, these guys don't get XP, so they're a lot less useful, but move them up. You will heal 1 HP just by virtue of sitting in there. And I think that covers it for this turn. I'm looking forward to labor force coming in here. And then we can finally start building some garrisons for more orders. I mean, if we build a garrison at each one of these cities, that's a half, each one gives a half order, so that's, 2 more orders per turn. Gotta get our orders up so we can do more stuff. Oh, we have +1 wisdom. Nice. If we have a leftover order, I guess we can tutor again. All right, you're going to come here. You're going to mine this tile. Our lumber supply is hanging in there for the moment. All right, we do actually have enough now for a law, but we'll hold on now. We can also appoint a chancellor, but that also costs 100. What would this guy give us if he would improve family opinion with these guys a lot? Yeah, sure. What are he's the only candidate we have. So what would we get from making him chancellor anyway? Yeah, we need to push the serfdom law for +5 orders. What would we get from making this guy the chancellor? He'd give us a lot of he'd give us more money. That's not really what we need though. Aren't there any other, how do we get any other candidates for this? This is not the character I want, but he would help us with this family. So maybe. I don't know. Like, how do we get some other characters? I literally have no other candidates right now. But he would make these people happier with me by appointing him. No counselors, yeah. Search chancellor. It tells you what's okay. I don't know. You know what? It's fine. I'm just wondering if I appoint him here in 3 turns, I'd be able to still adopt that law because I'd get another 100 civics. So we'll do that. That's fine. We don't really need it. I mean, we don't really need that, but you can train your children for an archetype. I'm not going to be doing that. That goes into too much detail. That's really not what I really was not looking for this guy for global 18, but whatever. It'll make these people happier with me. And they've been pretty unhappy, so. I needed to do something to make them a little bit happier. All right, so yeah, again, we don't have a pop point for this, and we need to make sure we get civics coming in so we can adopt that law. So we'll just do the council again for the moment. We're just killing time here. This city, though, can probably do something more useful. Yeah, we might. Well, you know what I should do? I should toss a mine down over here, and then I can pop the borders out and try to like get towards some of these other things. Anyway, though, in the meantime, though, why don't we just do the forum? We don't have the. Well, we do have the stone for this, because that'll increase. Oh wait, yeah. If I do this, I can still. Yeah, I can still hit this in 3 turns. The forum will give more civics, and then That's all the city. I mean, you're going to come off that rancher soon, so I'll get more civics back after that. All right. And then we just have their military units. Yes, the ones that haven't moved yet. Okay. Why does this only do 2 damage? It's because we're firing in the... Ah, versus trees is ranged. Okay, I see. Ranged units just do, like, no damage in forest tiles. Well, except you. You're promoted, so you do more damage. Alright. There we go. And we just got some legitimacy from that, so that makes the families a little happier. We earned one of our ambitions. Complete 10 ambitions for an ambition victory. Oh, that is one of the victory conditions, right? Rome has 7 cities. Okay, that's a lot. I mean, I have 4, but power is much stronger. Okay, I don't feel like I'm playing that badly here. Maybe this is just normal when you start out the game, because the AI starts with like extra stuff. So there's their capital over there. Okay, this is normal. Okay, I was like, I don't feel like I'm doing that badly, but apparently I'm not. All right, I guess we have an extra order, so we can tutor our kid again, who's apparently very, very good at wisdom. Although she's only 15 right now. Rome's gonna roam. Oh, I can't. Okay, what else do I have? Leave the council. I don't think so. Influence. What does this do? What would this do if I did this? Influence exerted. What does that mean? Chancellor becomes influenced by the king. 33% exposes our weakness. I don't know what this does. No, I'm not concerned. I was just like, I'm glad to hear that this is normal. I was like, am I doing something wrong here? Convert to state religion. Intercession. I don't know what any of this stuff means. I guess I can't tutor. Family gifts. What is this? Sure, why not? Oh, it costs us money, and I'm overflowing in money, so sure, why not? We have a chance to lose 1 legitimacy. This is fine. This game is a lot. There's like a lot of things you can do in this game. Sure, why not? We're not hurting on money right now. Okay. Oh, hi, there's more guys there. Well, that's why we've got extra guys upcoming here. Okay, well, let's move our workers first. So now we've started to solve our iron crunch. And I think I am content to just have these guys continue building iron mines for the time being. Let's see. Mine. Yep, you do get adjacency bonuses, sure. I'm content to just have you build another iron mine right there. Because as I said, I had run all the way down to negative. And you built that farm. Ah, okay. Well, I think I'm just going to have you chop for a turn or two. And I think I just want to have you here ready to drop one of the... Oh, no, you know what I can have you do? I can have you build a... Oh, you can't get up there. I was going to say you can come up here and drop a quarry. But that requires a few too many moves right now. All right, Lagash. You should probably train... Oh, I don't have enough to train these guys, do I? So we have the 2 specialists now. Didn't you want to mine on something to the north of the city? Yeah, I could put a pretty solid mine here. This is entirely based in like the ancient Mediterranean era. I kind of would like another unit here, but I don't have the... I'm like, I need to get my iron supply back up again. I could train one of these guys, though. Why don't I train one of these guys, though? Because he'll give me more training, and he also is worth more... let's see, it just costs food, which I have plenty of. Sure, let's do this. This is like an actual specialist. Like, right now, I can't really train more units, but eventually I'm going to want more units and, like, more advanced units out of here. So that's fine. Okay, now we have just barely enough to tick over the 400 mark in 2 turns. Just barely. On that. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have you chop over here because I do want you guys to drop strongholds as soon as I have that option, but for now, oh, you can get up here and you can drop a quarry on this tile. Oh, we need, okay. We need that stone really badly. Okay. And you're just doing this. I mean, we would jump here because we actually would really like to get this for more stone and more beakers and more civics, but we need the extra stuff so we can enact that law in 2 turns. All right, now we got to move our units, which we just barely have enough of. You know, this unit has actually been pretty handy having these guys. All right, scratch that unit. And that's all our orders. Fortunately, this guy is still healing 1 HP each turn that he's in my borders. But yeah, the militia units actually come in handy, having that militia. And that settler should be able to get there right about the time we kill that camp. Right. The default is 1 turn per year, not 1 turn per season. I slowed it down because I prefer to do as little having to change my leader around as possible. But that's why the game has options for things like that. Well, now these guys like me, the Kassites, because I appointed their guy. Our chancellors, you know what? I think we need to replace this guy's chancellor down the line. He's really not the one I want. Yeah, he's really not. He's not that great of a chancellor, is he? All right, we're finally getting our stone rate up. I mean, it probably looks like we have lots of stone, but it'll go fast. And next turn we can finally do this. I'll have you drop the... Oh, I don't have enough iron again. How much would it cost to buy? We have enough money to do this. Oh wait, did I buy stone? I bought the wrong thing, didn't I? Undo. Don't worry, we are working on it. We have the mines are underway. We're building the mines right now. Okay. Can we start work on this? Nope, we can't. We need to do 1 more turn of a council. Cancel. Otherwise, we will not have enough next turn. The children yearn for the mines. I know, right? What is this? Oh, we can do something. Maybe we can tutor the child again. We can divorce our wife. We'll see if we have enough. I have to move the military units, though. Okay. Oh, this camp spawned another unit. So far, we've been fighting these marauders. Like you can see, these are strength 3. This is strength 4. Can we attack that guy from here? No, we can't. Okay. Only not a lot of damage there. We're working on it. Well, let's have our leader do something. To her child. And then you will be full health, and maybe next turn we can move you out. Although next turn we've got a settler to move, so I doubt I'll have enough orders to move you. All right, we're finally going to get to do this thing that I've been trying to do for like the last billion turns. Adopt a law. And we should found a religion from this. Call the city Moria. Let's do it. We haven't renamed any of our cities. Yeah, we can rename that one Moria. All right, so we're going to get attacked. Uh-oh, reports of a tribal raid near Murad. Okay. All right, we got the plus 40 opinion. That was... Okay, so that means the Thracians are potentially sending an attack force from over here. All right. Let's see. So, adopt the law, freedom. Yes. There we go. That'll make the families happier. Yeah, now these guys freaking love us, apparently. So, doesn't this religion get founded? Because we've fulfilled the requirements. Right? Idle counselors. Oh, this guy... What missions can this guy do? Next turn? Okay. Well, let's see what the texts we've gotten are. We have... Let's get divination. I would like to be able to build my shrines. Let's just see what the other options are. Okay, so we can do... We can have the convert to state religion option. I think I'm going to go for divination because it's really cheap. Although, alternately, we could do something that's more expensive because we're going to be... Actually, my workers are not going to be building shrines right now. They're going to be building strongholds. So maybe we should go for this so we can convert to our state religion. And the archives are not terrible either. Gives us more beakers. This would give us the next tier of melee unit, axemen. So we are going to want this soonish. What is portcullis? These techs... I know the first couple tiers pretty well. The deeper you get in the tech tree, the less well I know it. Oh, we could create... This lets us have a spy master. But I don't think that that's quite as necessary just yet for agents. Okay, yeah, it gives us another agent. Also, it's quite expensive. I think I'm going to do metaphysics because I'm going to be building strongholds next. I'm not going to be building shrines. And then I'll grab the shrines after that. This is a weird game because I just like avoided this tech forever. Wait. Oh, wait, I don't have... Oh, am I looking at the wrong tech? Did I completely misread the tech tree? I was reading yellow as the one that I... It's actually not. It's the available are actually the blue. So what the heck? I'm looking at the complete wrong things. Okay, I'm still new to the tech tree. So we can do polis, which might not be bad because we are going to need the cottages eventually. And this also does let us build roads, right? Or no, it builds walls. Never mind. Okay, or we can do navigation. Oh, navigation has serfdom. We need to get... We need this. We need serfdom. It's navigation. It's navigation because we need serfdom. That's the next law we need to adopt. Now, how long will it take us to get there? I don't know, but we need the 5 orders. Like this is not even a discussion. We could also do composite bow, which would let us get archers, which is the next upgrade from slingers. Or we have free exotic furs. Interesting. I'm assuming that that's a happiness thing, but it looks like our like, what does this do? Free luxury, but it seems like our families are reasonably happy right now. So, I think we're... Yeah, I think we take this so we can adopt serfdom, which is like mandatory to play the game. Used to be at slavery tech. Like right now, I mean, look, we'd go from 10 orders to 15. Like that's just... Like that's enormous. Okay. Workers. We have a... Oh, this is a settler. Never mind. We actually don't have any workers free right now. So we're going to start moving you up here. What's the fastest way? This way, apparently. Let's move our military units first, though. All right, you can now finally, belatedly, get this other stone cutter. And then I would like to start getting some urban buildings here, too. But we are growing citizens so fast, it's not really, like, harming us to pick these. All right, you're building the forum. You can do something more useful than that. Babylon, you... You've got plenty of... I feel like I want to get more civics here as well. Like, I'd love to get a... This would give me another half order, as would this. We could add a luxury, like, for example, if we took the Fisher here, I would add pearls. I wish my civics were a little bit better here. What do I want to do here at Babylon? Got the discontent building. But like, discontent always builds over time. There's not a lot you can do about that. I think we're going to want another military unit out of here next. Yeah, note that our stone is finally starting to pile up at a decent rate. Which is good, because I think we need stone for those garrisons, if I remember correctly. I don't have a good sense for what I should do here at Babylon. I don't want to train another unit. I mean, I have such good growth. The obvious thing to do would be to get something else here, but I feel like I have enough workers at the moment. I don't have enough orders to move the scouts. Is it just getting another... The stonecutter is like the one thing that gives me more civics right now. But then, of course, it takes forever to get to the next law. Still, at some point we'll be building this up. Yeah, I don't have a good feel for what I mean, like, the family opinion's pretty good at the moment, so the luxuries are like a little bit less of a priority. Unfortunately, I don't even have the right luxuries either. Like the pearls, nobody actually wants these pearls. I have lots of culture, that's not an issue. So that's not a... We don't really need more growth. We already have tons of growth. How expensive is the stone? The stone cutter is pretty cheap. I'm gonna do this, even though it seems ridiculous. Settler? No, we already have a settler for the city. Good question, but there's already a settler moving up. I just produced a settler this turn. Otherwise, I would have be building one. I'm gonna do the stone cutter. I feel like I need the extra civics, and it'll give me more stone, and give me more civics here. I just don't have anything else I really want to do that badly here. I don't want to just put it on council repeatable. Yeah, I don't want to have it just sit here doing nothing. What is the specialist that the garrison unlocks, just out of curiosity? Or does it not have a specialist associated with it? Like, is there a specialist associated with this? Maybe not. Garrison doesn't have one. Okay, that confirms it. I was thinking maybe I could save pop for that, but there's none that has that, so... Yeah. Yeah, the trapper could unlock some of these. Enables units with elephants to be built in the city. Enables units with camels. I mean, we haven't unlocked those units yet, so that's not that relevant yet. And we don't need the luxury, so yeah, I think it's a stonecutter. It feels weird, but I think that's probably... I mean, it would be better to put it on, like, this tile here, but I don't have that improvement done yet. Okay. So we are getting no civics at the moment, but, yeah, alright, well, let's move our units up here, and then we'll move the settler. Oh, man, we leave this guy with 1 HP left, but... We're going to have to swap this guy for that guy next turn. But if we attack here, that guy's on 1 HP, so he'll die when he attacks. And then we can move that guy back to heal. Okay, that still leaves some orders left for the settler. And yeah, that's the furthest we can go. Okay, so we still have some orders left for this guy. Okay. And, alright, yeah, I'm not spending the extra training for that. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm aware that I'm very aware I have to build a specialist to connect the luxury. I am aware of that, but my point was that the pearls, I don't really need the pearls right now because all the families seem pretty happy. Like that was my point, that I didn't think that I needed. Yeah, a lot of I mean, this is gonna be this family. What's it called? The Sage's family is gonna go here. And I also like the suggestion to rename this Moria. We should really get some fun names going for our cities here. For the mines of Moria. It even has like a mining icon for this family, the artisan family. Anyway, it's pretty funny. Okay, so yeah, we have 1 order left over, but I don't think there's... Oh, I can move the scout. I was like, there's nothing I can do. Oh wait, there's a scout still to move. We'll get you in the in the forest, so now you're hidden. Hidden units can only be seen, cannot be seen. Scouts are hidden while they're in the forest. Okay. Alrighty. There we go. We founded a religion. Okay, in Lagash. Alright, what's our next ambition? Build the oracle. Didn't we just found a world religion? Like, do we just get this instantly? Control 2 range. I mean, that's really easy to do. Didn't we just found a world religion? Or do we, like, if we pick this, do we just instantly get it? Does anyone know? Do we just instantly get this if we pick this? Because we have a, like, or do I have to found another one? I have no idea how this works. Don't know, never ran into this. New game's going much better. I mean, this would be super easy to do. The Oracle would be very hard to do, so I'm not doing that. I mean, yeah, let's save. Let's just do this. We'll save the game. Sure. And then we'll see if it, and we'll pick this, and we'll see if it just insta-triggers. Oops, what was that? All right, so where's our religion? Apparently founded here. So, oh, is this the symbol? Ah, here it is. Okay, what is this? Oh, there's little, I didn't even realize there were little symbols down here. Okay, that's handy. Specialist. Okay, so it's population, specialist, discontent level, and then it has our religion, and then it's connected, and we have a governor, and then we have governor available. Okay. Okay, all that's really, really handy to know. Rename Lagash Judea. Okay. Oh, hold on. Before we do anything else, let's choose this ambition. And let's just see if this, I'm actually gonna shift end turn and just like see if this, because like doesn't shift enter end your turn, and just like see if this, how do I end my turn? Isn't there like a hotkey for this? Here we go, end the season. I want to see if it just pops up on the start of the next turn that I achieved my ambition. No. So it looks like that was the wrong one to pick. Okay, so let's go back and reload. So it looks like that did not instantly fulfill. So we don't actually want that as our ambition, because we don't want to found another religion. That seems like it would be very hard to do. I don't think I need 2 religions anyway. Okay. So we'll pick a different ambition then. Probably the 2 ranged and 2 melee, because that's very easy to fulfill. We just need, I think we just need 1 more melee unit. Okay, 2 ranged. I mean, we already have... Oh, we need 2 mounted units. Oh, okay. Well, that's still pretty easy to do. Because, like, we're not very far away from, what is it? Spoked wheel? Oh, wait, we already have spoked wheel. Oh, we already have spoked wheel. Okay. But do we have horses? Is that a resource we have? I thought I had... I mean, I have elephants and camels. Well, we don't have horses. Are there any horse resources, just out of curiosity? Yeah, there's one over here. Okay. Well, we can work our way over there. And then we'll be able to build horses. Okay. Yeah, that seems like the most doable ambition. I'm not sure if I want to build the Oracle. I don't really need the Oracle that badly. If I was going to build a Wonder, I don't think this is the one I would build anyway. So this one's very doable. Of course, it's the family that already loves me, but that's okay. Alrighty, other stuff. Yes, we have to finish off military. This militia unit, I think I have to heal, but I think I'll just have them hold in place, because if I found the city, they'll be able to heal up here in place without having to waste orders moving back here and back again. I also will need to get a road quite badly from Murad into here, And I want to rename that one city Judea, as you guys suggested. All right, 2 HP, 2 HP. Alrighty. Other stuff to do. Oh, we have a lot of workers this turn. We also have the settler, but the settler can't found until we get up there. Let's give the workers higher priority for this turn. Okay, yep. So you move here, and then we're going to need to use specialists to pop our way over there. We're out of lumber again, by the way. So we're going to have to chop for that. Okay. We can build garrison. 60. This is an urban building, right? Yes, follows urban adjacency rules. Okay, well, this is fine. We'll just put you right here. Wait. It doesn't qualify on this tile? Undo. I thought that we could put it here because we were next to the barracks, right? I thought that that worked that way. Lumber mills would be nice. We definitely want some lumber mills. I thought that I could put it on this tile because I have a barracks here. Well, if that doesn't work, we'll just go right here. We can put it here. Okay. Oh, what am I doing? The whole point of building this was I was supposed to put the... Undo. The whole point of this elaborate double barracks setup was we were supposed to put it here. So we get the 20% bonus output. So we get 7/10 of an... That was the whole point of doing that, was to put the garrison there. Yeah, okay. All right. So then we can use the... we can move the settler a little bit closer here. Through the Mirkwood. Moving through the Mirkwood. So yeah, you can see my voracious appetite for this. Hopefully I can drop... I'm hoping to drop another stronghold next turn, but they do cost like 70 stone. So you can see they're pretty expensive. Yeah, any other Forex game that would have been 2 menus and a menu screen. Yeah. Okay, so while we're here, we said we wanted to name this to Judea. Did I spell that? Judea. There we go. And look at this. We have the apprentice officer almost done. Now, note that these guys can be upgraded. So the rural specialists can only, like, you build them once, they're done. The urban specialist you can upgrade multiple times. And then Moria is going to need to start popping out its borders. Which I can build the specialist. Does it have a... It has 2 citizens, okay. I got to remember that this tells you. So if we do... We gotta use specialist to pop out its borders. If I pop out the borders here, it'll grab that tile. And if I do it again here, I'll make my way over to the horses. It'll take a little time, but I can get there. Anyway, yeah, I think that's everything for this turn. I'm just looking around, and hopefully we can get more civics somehow down the road. But we're getting those strongholds up now. Is like what we're trying to do, and we almost have this. Okay, I didn't know individual family members could convert. I don't really know what the religion does, I'm not gonna lie, other than the fact that I know that we're gonna need... Let's see. So what does it say here? Okay, so we get culture from it. Let's see, 7% chance per season of spreading to new cities. And the holy city gets more... Okay, it looks like more cities that have it get additional civics, which is what I need, right? Yeah, this city is now getting more civics. Okay, that's kind of interesting. So I think I want another unit. Oh, well, interesting. What can we do here? Oh, we can build Jewish... Wow, we build these with growth. What does the caravan do? Can conduct it. What is a caravan mission? I don't know what this does. Well, we can build Jewish... Okay, we can build these. Ah, I see. We need these to build Jewish monasteries. Oh, we definitely want to convert our... So we need these to build monasteries, temples, cathedrals. Gotcha. Okay. Well, let's get one of these. We definitely want to convert Babylon, because Babylon has so much growth as well. Would be another... And we want to just start spreading this to our cities. There is a chance it can spread on its own, but... Yeah, and now we're also starting to get more civics because we're no longer building a specialist. All right, now check out the apprentice. By the way, we have pretty good training here. This guy gives us 4.5 training and 2 beakers, and he can actually be upgraded into a master officer, which would increase the training and the. You can see the net yield change. So you can upgrade them, and eventually you get them to a an elder officer, I think it's called. So that was one of my favorite things about this game was when I played it. It was upgrading the specialist into like the highest tier version. I always thought that was like tons of fun to do. We have 4 workers that are done here. All right, so strongholds. How much do they cost? So for Babylon, we can build one of them. We need lumber, so I think I can put it down here. Garrison. What am I thinking of? Called garrisons. Okay. Now that ate up a lot of orders, unfortunately. We do need to move our military. You need to move so you don't die. That'll move you out of range. You need to attack. 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 Okay. The settler can chill for this turn. You, and where's the other worker? Is it this person up here? Let's have you build a garrison as well. Now, do I have enough stone? I don't have enough stone for that, unfortunately, this turn. So, I think I want this worker to go up here and build a stronghold. Or what, garrison. Why do I keep calling them strongholds? They upgrade into garrison, or into strongholds. Interesting. This can be done super fast, too. Because I build urban improvements faster at my capital. Yeah, see how, even though I'm getting 46 stone per turn, it's still, like, not enough right now. It's still not enough right now. It's apprentice, master, elder. That's what I thought. I thought I said elder was the top one. The old apprentice journeyman system. Yes. Yes, indeed. Okay. Oops, that is not where you were supposed to go. I fat-fingered it again. Well, we're going to pop the borders here, like, next turn, and I'm going to have you... You know what you can do? You can just pop here and build a quarry. That's worthwhile to do. For 13 more stone, yeah. Okay. And then maybe you can come up here and build a stonecutter. And then I'd like to have this guy... Where's my other... Are you in the middle of working? You're free. You're the guy who's still free. I'll probably have you drop another mine, let's be honest. Okay, so for Moria, we really want to get the borders expanded over those horses, but I have to wait until this tile is the one that's done. And minor specialists give you more training. So these often tend to make good military cities. We will need a second city that does military, so that's fine. In the meantime, while you're chilling... Because I got to wait for this mine to be done so I can then pop the borders out this way. We need to build a miner here, and then a miner here, and then a miner here. So that's a lot of them. In the meantime, though, honestly, you probably just do this for the while we're just chilling. Because you're not particularly good at growth. We don't really have the resources for this at the moment. By the way, note that our income is starting to drop. Remember how we had like all that money? Yeah, it's starting to drop now. So we will have to start getting some cottages down in the future too. We have to research that tech. We don't have that. Do we have that tech unlocked, Polis? No, we do not have that unlocked yet. So we're gonna have to go for that, and we will have to drop some cottages and then build or hamlets. They're called in this game. I mean, they're like Soren designed Civ 4. They're cottages. Everybody knows that. So we will have to build them. And then, yeah, what's the tech that unlocks roads, by the way? I'm still missing roads, aren't I? Or did I actually get the ability to construct roads? Which is the one that does roads? I still haven't turned the music on. Oh, no, I have labor force. I can add roads. So I probably should start building some roads soon, too, but they also cost stone. So, yeah. Because it speeds up your movement by a lot. Maybe after this garrison's done, this guy can start just roading up here, because I'm going to need road connections. It also would help, because right now the only cities that are connected are Babylon and Judea are the only ones that are connected. These other cities are not connected, and there is a penalty for that. for not being connected. It generates extra discontent. Fortunately, I have lots of mountains to quarry. I know, right? We're going to quarry our way all the way over here. Although we do need to... We'll have to put down some kind of an improvement just so I can pop the borders. But we can deal with that down the road. All right, long story short, Moria, I can't think of anything for you to build, so I think I'm just going to put you on council, even though that kind of sucks. But I'm just waiting until this mine is done, and then I want to build the mine. And we're slowly building up those civics until we can get to... what's it called? Serfdom. Slowly trying to get there. But those 5 extra orders are badly needed right now. All right. Let's get this city founded, and then that might be a good place for me to stop because I've been streaming this game for a little bit. I'm having a lot more fun than the last session, though. Oh, hello. Well, good thing we got our military over here. Oh no, the health of our chancellors began to decline. Well, this guy kind of stinks, so I won't be super sad. This person's now the head of... maybe we can make her... Maybe she could be... What does charisma give again? As chance... Oh, global plus 10 civics. Yes, please. Maybe that guy can die, and we can make her the head. All right, well, let's see if we can get this camp taken out. All right, there we go. Alrighty, so now we'll move this up. Alright, so where do we want to found this? This spot's fine. This spot gets all the marble tiles in range, doesn't it? Yes. Okay. And we already know what family this is going to be. This is going to be the sage. These guys are... This is an insane city to use for sages, because this is going to be an unbelievable city down the road. Oh, there's actually a goody hut up here. That's funny. And we are going to need to move units down here to deal with these guys, but that's okay. All right, so the guys who didn't attack, you were at... Aren't you at 19? Yeah, you're at 19 HP. You'll heal naturally to full. I need to heal... it's worth an order to heal you. And for you, this city... You are a good civic city, but we're going to need... We need a worker for up here, don't we? I actually do need another worker. You have good growth, right? Yeah. Get me a worker for this city. You are brand new, and the best thing I can have you do is a forum to get another +1 civic. And I am going to need another worker. Okay. This worker... Ah, yes. This worker is left over. Why don't you build me... Oh, no, I don't have enough. I was going to build this stronghold, but I don't have enough. Is it a garrison or a stronghold? It's a garrison. It's called a garrison. Why can't I get this name right? Oh, man. Anyway, I want you to build a garrison over here. We'll just build it. Now, this thing... Oops. Well, I didn't mean to do that, but that's fine. That's fine. And you're going to stay chilling on the council until that mine is done. Okay. Worker, what units do I have? Another worker. Okay. Yeah, you can start that next turn. Or wait, actually no, you can't start that here. Oh, you know what you could do? You could build a road, I guess. Actually, I can't build it on that tile. I guess I don't. Oh, I see what it is. I can't. I thought that you could build off of this, but I guess I can't. I have to build the garrison. Okay. So does this tile count as having a road? Anyway, we'll just drop this next turn. Because it costs 60. Okay, I guess you can just chill there for right now. I was going to build a road, but I guess this tile counts as having a road. Interesting. I guess the urban tiles count as already being... The city is all urban tiles. Okay. But anyway, you need the council, so you're doing something. And... Yeah, you're the only one of these. Okay, so over here... oh, I guess I can actually move the scout this turn. Cool. That's a rarity. We found another river. The Liger River. Call the new city Michael Delving, because there's going to be delving some quarries there. I don't know why I kept calling it over and over again, calling it a a stronghold when it's a garrison. Anyway, I was pausing here if people want to rename this, but if not, it's no big deal. Double furs looks like a Hun site. Yeah. Well, the Thracians are probably going to be the target of our expansion soon. Brandywine, that works. Well, I think it's spelled with a Y. I think it's spelled like this, right? The Brandywine. Okay. We finally have gotten most of this area scouted out. Okay, so we said to rename this to Michael Delving because there's going to be some delving here. And rename Babylon to Boat Murder. Boat Murdered? Why Boat Murdered? What's the context for that? I'm willing to do it. I just don't know what the context is. Boat Murdered? Boat Murdered? It's it's from Dwarf Fortress. Okay. I haven't played Dwarf Fortress, so yeah, that context is not that's not one that I picked up on. All right. So yeah, I think we're in pretty good shape. It's a famous Dwarf Fortress let's play. Okay. So the only one we need to rename this city, Murad here. It's the only one we didn't rename. We need a name for that one. But I think overall we're in pretty good shape here. Like I said, we have 5 cities, 1 law active, involving elephant shenanigans. Oh, because we have elephants there. Okay. Yeah, we've got one of our first urban buildings going up. Hopefully we'll be able to get this and get some more orders. Wish we could convert some of this training into civics. And yeah. Okay, I'm gonna save here, and this is a good stopping point, as I said. Okay, Babylonia turned 33, not 31, which was that reload. You want to say undead elephants? Okay. So yeah, I mean, this is a fun game. I think we're coming along pretty nicely. We have our religion in place. We've got some families coming along here. We're making our way deeper into the tech tree. I think it's coming along well. So we'll pick this up next time, and we'll have to make our play for the next spot. We'll need to start pushing out to the Thracians soon, because they've got more of these city sites, and we want to make sure we get them and not Rome. And then we'll have to figure out where to go from there. Apparently the northern edge of the map goes a good big way up here. It's a weird map with like this, everything's blocked from one direction, but I don't think that that's the worst thing. But yeah, let's oh wait, is there another Barb city here? No. I was wondering if there was like another city site, but apparently not. Okay. Northern edge of the map is where the fog changed color. Do we have that in? So this is the northern edge of the map right here. Oh, okay. Okay. So we actually, all right. So yeah, I think we push here, and this is like our natural frontier with Rome because there's this huge mountain range, and then we'll just try to expand westward and go from there, and then maybe in the late game we can deal with Rome. Okay, cool. Well, that was fun, and like I said, we'll pick this up next time. So until then, have a great weekend, everybody. I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye, guys.